Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing part 2 of the Miniverse Make It Mini Potions. Try saying that 10 times. It's a tongue twister. And as you can see, I am surrounded by potions. I am a potion expert. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to Skulls and Flowers. It's been about a week since I opened the Miniverse Make It Mini Potions. And since the last time I made this video, I have a new art desk, which I'll be doing the project on my new art desk. I have this new painting here. It's not a painting. It's a drawing I got like as a Halloween decoration from the 99-cent store only back when they were open. And it fits with my Skulls and Flowers page, so I'm going to put it there so it's behind me when I'm doing the videos. I also got a haircut, as you can see. And I also have one of these, which is the thing I'm going to need for the resin. I'm hoping that this works. My dad had this. I think that's what it's for. We actually use it to look for scorpions because in Phoenix, scorpions live inside and outside. And if you flash this around in the dark places, you can see them glow. I'm thinking that this is the same light they use for the resin. I looked it up in Google. Google told me it is. Let's see if it works. And like I said, the first one we're going to do is the cupcakes. I've actually been online looking for these to see how rare these are. I don't know. Apparently the rarest one is the mandrake root. And there's some people selling these for $75 on eBay. I like them. I would not pay $75. Like I said in my last video, I paid $5 for these, and this is the perfect price for these. So let's get started. I'm not going to talk too much because the last video took a long time. We're just going to do the project, and maybe I'll do a voiceover, maybe a little commentary, but not too much because I want to get through this project so we can all see what we get and what we do, and let's have fun. Let's go. Let's start, not let go. So this is the first project we are going to be working on, and it's the cupcakes, and I believe the name is the Sleeping Drought Cupcakes. So I have the little pamphlet here that I saved, even though the instructions aren't really that much of instructions. I kept them just so I can do it the way they tell me. And actually I also read this, the other little paper that comes with it. And if you look at this section, it kind of gives you an idea of how you're supposed to set it up, what you're supposed to do. Like I said, I like reading the instructions. Something that it says here actually is that you're supposed to wear gloves because of the resin. I don't have gloves, and even if I did, I don't think I want to wear them because I think they're going to get in the way. It also says you need eye protection. I don't have anything for my eyes, so I don't have anything. I have sunglasses, but I don't think wearing something dark is going to help me do this. I need my vision. Something that I did see in the instructions that I like is this little thing right here, which is something that I noticed when Nerdy Crafter was doing her potions. This isn't a potion. This is the cupcakes. But let's pretend this is like the potion bottle. When you pour things and you put the resin inside, the heavy stuff, of course, always goes to the bottom. And then if you try to mix it in, put the heavy stuff on top, it'll slowly go down. You'll have enough time to use your light to set it up. But there's still a chance that everything will settle in the wrong place. And what I like about the instructions here, it says like for the pink bottle, and that's the one that I have. It says that if you put resin with the decorations on the front and then lay it down like this. So with you, I'm showing you like this because this is how the angle for the camera is. But if you put it on the table, it would be like this. You just fill a little resin, put it, and then I'll use the light, hoping that this light is the one that I need to work in. And then it'll freeze everything in the front so you can see all the nice sparkly stuff in the front. And then you add the rest of the resin in the bottle and then set it, and that'll be done. For this one, since it's not like that, it's just the cupcakes, you decorate the cupcakes. we won't need any type of stuff like that, but maybe in the future projects we will. That's why I have it here. It also says that for the other bottles, all of the little tiny bottles have this. It says don't cover the bottle until it's completely like set and cool, because I think the resin heats up. So that's what the instructions say. Like I said, I'm a nerd, so I read the instructions. I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to tell you so why I kept them. It also says if you don't have the light, you can use the sun. Like I said, I live in Phoenix, so if for some reason this light isn't the proper one, I guess I can put them like on the windowsill so the sun can hit them. But for now, let's get started. And like I said, I don't want to talk too much in this video. I just want to do the project. Maybe I'll do a voiceover afterwards. So let's get started on the cupcakes, because this is the first project I said I was going to do. And then we'll do the potions little by little. Let's see which ones we pick. I'm just going to do them at random. And then I also have to find the little pamphlet to see which one goes which one. For now, we're doing this one. So the instructions seem very basic. We're first using this with the little chocolate, I guess. We're smashing it. Then we're putting it into the resin. Mix it in with the little spoon they give you. And then you use the little knife. And then I guess, let me take out the cupcakes from the little thing. Just gonna pop them out. Then I'm going to grab each little cupcake, grab this and slather it up, and it's supposed to decorate nice. And then in the end, we'll use this and put it like that. Let's see how it goes, because look how sloppy I am, already dropping everything. I feel like Godzilla trying to play with the little people all over the place. And I also want to show you this. I found this glitter. I just had it in my desk drawer. I don't know where I got it from. Maybe I can use it for some other projects, so I'm keeping it here. And remember how I said that I really wanted the potion with the little spider? I remember that I found these at my work. They threw them out. And look, these are tiny spiders. I could probably tie one of these up to one of the potions, and then I have what I wanted. So let's get started. Okay. So I finished the first project. As you can see, it went a bit long. It was messy. Look at my desk. It's messy. This little thing is very cute, but I had so much trouble squeezing this. My fingers started hurting. These things are a lot harder than it looks. And on top of that, the resin has a funky smell. I'm guessing that's normal. But if you notice that when I was doing this, the instructions, like I said, don't say nothing. They don't help with nothing. Look. The instructions say put the whole thing in, squeeze it, do this, do that, whatever. That it needs more help. The instructions need help. I should have done half of the bottle, put it in here, and squished it, and then pour this into the resin. Then I should have done the rest, and then done that. Because I pour the whole thing doesn't fit in this little thing, so I poured out. It wasn't squeezing. There's some big bumps still in there. The resin has some big bumps inside, whatever. And look at the cupcake. The cupcakes, okay, I already touched them. They're already hard. I did have to do 5 minutes, a little past 5 minutes. It's supposed to be brown, but if you look at it, the frosting is gray. Maybe I have bad lighting here. That's the other thing. I need another light here because I can't really. But this looks brown, like gray with brown. No, gray. Yeah, it's supposed to be brown. It looks gray. And then look at all the sprinkles. This is what they gave us, a bag. I only used a pinch and it did all the cupcakes. Now I have this bag that doesn't close and I can't put it anywhere else. It's just sitting here. And I don't know where I'm going to put it. I might stick it into this box. Maybe put some tape, stick it in there just for safekeeping. And then I thought I want the cupcakes on this little tray. I could put some resin underneath to stick them. But the resin has the chocolate. I should have done it first. So maybe I have 3 more of these so I can fix it in the other one. But for now, these are the cupcakes. And they fell. Okay. And look, I had to get the tongues from another potion set because I couldn't pick this. Okay, here it is. I'm going to put it on top of the little plate. And then I'm going to pick the other one on top of the little plate. And of course, it's going to fall. Listen, these are really, really cute, but I'm starting to think that this isn't all fun and games. It's falling. Okay, there, stay, there, look. There it is. So the frosting is gray, the chocolate sprinkles are on top. A mess on my desk. I'm gonna have to clean everything up before I do the other project. Am I having fun? Kinda not. I wish, I think it took me like 30 minutes to do one, and I have 13. What the hell was I thinking? So the other ones, I'm probably just gonna rush them. I don't even think my phone can record everything because I'm recording everything on my phone. That's the only thing I have. But so what I'm gonna do, I don't want to do this into like a 3-part video, but it looks like it might have to be like a 7-part video. I don't know. But let's put the cupcakes in this thing and push them in there. They're warm. They just came out of the oven. Okay, I'm having trouble pushing them in there. You know what? They're probably not even going to close because of the thing. Okay, I'm just going to stick them in there and go to the next project. And it fell. Of course it fell. Why would you go in there straight? Go in there straight. Oh my goodness. Straight. Oh, there you go. And then the last one. Of course, it did a dip. It's easier to make real cupcakes than these things. I'm not even kidding. It'll be easier for me to drive to the store, get all the ingredients to make cupcakes, and make cupcakes than it was to do this thing. But okay, I'm going to put this to the side, go to the next project, clean this mess up, and then go, and I'm going to do, I'm guessing the potions are going to be easier because it's just pour things into the bottle. And I hope I'm not going to regret saying that, but let's see. Let's go to the next project. This is just my scratch paper. Whenever the printer prints a blank paper, you know you're not supposed to put it back because the printer gives you attitude. I put it in this thing, so if I ever need paper for something, that's why it's there. So guess what? This paper is now going to be like my little mat to protect the table. And so when I clean, I just pick this up and throw it away. the resin gets all over the place. The little things get all over the place. So let's tape this. And I wish I had some of that artist tape, but I don't. I have this, the blue tape. But let's prepare the working station before I continue with the next project, because it's gonna drive me crazy to pick up all the little stuff that this thing is throwing all over the place. And again, I'm having fun, and at the same time I'm upset because it's not like I thought it was gonna be. That's my big issue. The cupcakes weren't really a good color. They look cute, but they weren't really the color that I thought they were going to be, like a dark brown. I don't know if I have to mix it a lot. I still have another set of cupcakes, so I'll do it again a little more prepared next time. And then with the resin, I have to be careful with it, not to overfill it, because it turns out it doesn't all fit. But see, now we have it here. Let's see this is the one I'm going to do next, the one that's closest to me. And it's a potion. This one looks like it's easy. Famous last words? No, it looks easy. So it has a little bottle. It has the little thing, which I'm guessing this is just for decoration. It's not going to help with anything like in the last project. And let's see what's underneath. The funnel and the paper I was saving, I'm going to put it somewhere else, not here. And then the little table. This one I think it's going to be easier because I think it's just pouring the potions into this with the resin. Again, I'm going to look for this one's the one that has the little things. I'm going to look for the instructions and then I'll see how it goes. Remember how I said I should keep these with the little package, like put it in there so I don't lose it, and I said no, I'll just find it, I'm not dumb. It turns out I am dumb, because now I have to look for them. And like I said, it's not a hard project, but I do want to look at the instructions because with the other one it kind of messed me up a little bit. And then you have to follow the instructions, and at the same time you have to figure out yourself how it's gonna all work out. I found it, it's this one. Again, it looks easy. You're putting this, which is like the glitter, into the resin, mixing it up with what? With apparently this spoon. You know what? I'm not gonna dirty all these spoons. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the one I used before, or maybe it's too chocolatey. Okay, I'll use this one then. It's all a big mess. It's a big mess, and I'm having fun. I keep telling myself that, but I'm having fun. You put this here, you pour the resin, and then you put the little stuff. And like I said, the instructions say that whenever you put something heavy, if you want it to show, you should do it like this. This is one that I'm going to do that, so the little red things actually show somewhere in the front. So let's get started. Let's see what happens. I think this one's going to be easier, fun. Let's fast forward 5 minutes and see what I say. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do the project and then we'll see what happens. Okay. It only took half a day. No, I'm kidding. It took a couple minutes. I couldn't open it, and I even got a different one to open it, and this one cracked open the second I touched it. So I said, did the resin leak and harden, or what's going on? And it didn't. Or maybe it did. I don't know what happened. I couldn't take it off. Look, it just kind of goes like this. And I had to use this thing that I have. I stuck it underneath it and boop, and it came out. So we can continue with this very, very fun project. Let's keep going. I'm kidding. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm just upset that so many things are going wrong at the same time. Now I have to remove this. I'm sure it's gonna be easy. No. What? And then I don't want to use my teeth because this is resin. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to put your mouth anywhere near resin. Okay, give me another second. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break it. That's what I'm gonna do. I have this other sharp thing. I'm gonna see. Okay. I have to be careful when I open it to not poke my own hand. You know what? That it's so much fun. The top thing came off, but not the bottom thing. So where's the? I wonder if the resin did the what resin? I was gonna say resin got hard. Or that sounds a little weird. Okay, I got it. I'm doing this. I would have totally failed if I was in Snape's class. What the? You know how I said I have a whole bunch of these and it's going to take me a long time because the project takes a long time? If all of them do this, it's going to take me even longer to do. And now my fingers are all sticky and it says you're supposed to use like alcohol wipes. Where am I going to get alcohol wipes? I don't have that. Okay, I use a napkin. It feels sticky, but it's fine. I just remember you're not supposed to use water because that will make it worse. Okay. Okay, that's as open as I could get it. And let's continue this fun project. I'm going to keep saying that over and over until I believe it. Like I said, I took the spoon from the other project because this thing is cute with a little scoop, but it's gonna get so messy. I'm just gonna stick it somewhere because I'm definitely not gonna use it. I'm gonna stick it under the table and that's where it's gonna stay. And then we put the table and then let's continue the project. And then look, it fell all over the place. Look at that. Let's mix it. And I don't know how this is gonna go in the funnel and fall like liquid because that's what it's supposed to do apparently. But the other one, when I mix in the ingredients, it got so thick that there was no way it would glide. Now, okay, now that I'm mixing this one, I can see that this one is a little more, I guess, a little better. It's not as thick as the other one. So maybe I'll, but look, I have glitter all over the place, resin all over the place. I have potions all over the place. I'm Neville Longbottom. That's who I am. Everything's a mess, okay? So the little spoon is all full of this blue stuff. I'm just gonna wipe it. I know you're supposed to have wipes to clean these, but if you really clean it right away with the rough napkin, it does the job. And then, okay. Now where's the funnel? The funnel, okay. Now with this one, I'm gonna do the halfway point and then put a little bit of these in there so they can show. And then I'm gonna do the rest of it. Let's see what happens. I think this is the one that I have two of. So if I mess it up, I have another one. And then also, you're not supposed to fill it all the way to the top. There's a lot of instructions with these little things. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put it close to the, no, I'm gonna go like this. Okay, this one is sliding, so that's good. I was afraid that it was gonna be thick, but it's sliding. I think that should be enough. Oh my my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I'm going to put some of these in there. And I like to put them into my hand so I can see them. There's just a couple of them. So look, you can see them here. So I'm gonna lean this to the side and then stick them in there. And of course they're sticking to the to the entryway and they're not going down. Okay, let me do this. This is gonna work and it's gonna be fun. You go down. Okay, there it is. So now I'm gonna do the thing I told you where I was gonna put it to the side. And then I'm gonna use the same little spoon to push everything where I want it to be. And let's see what happens. Let's put the spoon to the side. I think, let me look at it from underneath. Yeah, that looks good. So now 5 minutes with the blue light, or with the UV light, and then let's see what happens. So I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Okay, I wanted to show you that I just discovered a little hack. The little carrying case, you can put the bottle sideways while you use the UV light so that it can set where you want it to set. So that's the first good thing that just happened right now. Okay, so here it is. It's really hot. I'm guessing that's what resin does. Like I said, I've never used it before. So when I touch it, I say, why is it hot? But look, my plan worked. The resin only went halfway. It froze, and now you can see the little rocks at the very edge. So if there's not enough to put on this side, doesn't matter. When I put the little label on it, I'll put it on the side where you can see the rocks. But I think it is going to fit on both sides. They don't give you enough. Look, there's only, let me take them all out. There's 3 left. 3 left for that whole bottle. They could have filled this up a little bit more. And then I also thought that they should give us enough resin to put some in these little other bottles so these can also have something inside them. But like I said, if I like how resin works so far, I don't. I could buy more resin and then I could fill these up with something to make it all look like it's part of the spells and stuff. But now I'm going to fill the rest of it up, put it on the other side, try to push these as much as possible where they can be seen, and then go to the next one. You know, I started thinking that what I should probably do is do multiple projects at the same time so I can use the resin with at least 3 in one time so they can all freeze at the same time. I flip them over like a pancake and then freeze them and then go to the next project, because it's going to take me a long time if I do one at a time. I didn't pour all of it because, like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can do the same thing again. Flip it. Wait, where are you? Right there. Flip it to the other side. Stick these in a place where they can be seen. And like I said, they all come with a different spoon. This little spoon is the most useful one because it can go in there. I don't think the other one was going to be able to go in there. So I'm just going to push it in as much as possible so that they're somewhere where they can be like at the edge, not hiding or at the very bottom. Then I'm going to use the little thing again to set it. Oops, and I did it wrong. It should be like that. Let me see how it looks. Well, there's only 3. That's the disappointing part, because there's only 3, so you can only put it in a certain place. But let's do the lamp thing again, and then in the next project I'm going to do 3 at a time so I can finish more of them at the same time. So I'm getting tired of holding the thing, and I have this little tiny thing. Look, it's like to put a little painting on it. I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to put my lamp on top of it because I'm getting tired of holding it. I don't have one that stands by itself, so this is my new method, and it looks like it's going to work. So I'm happy with that, and I'll see you back in, I think, 5 minutes. So I did both sides. Let me show you. You can see some of the bigger pieces in the very front like I wanted. And then in the other side, the other side only has 3 little pieces. And then look at look at the middle. So the middle is gonna be where I put the rest of the resin in there, and then it should fill it up, and then I'm done with this project. It only took, how long did it take? Maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But like I said, with the other ones, I'm going to do longer. No, not longer. I'm gonna do more of them at the same time, so I can get through them quicker. I'm gonna rush these mini projects because it can be like that long for one for one project. And then I keep touching the resin, and I don't have any alcohol wipes, but I do have hand sanitizer that has alcohol, and it seems to be working with the cleaning my hands. So now I'm gonna pour the rest of it. I just realized another, I'm not going to call it a mistake, I'm going to call it a happy accident, that when you do the thing that I did with the sideways thing, the thing that I did with the sideways thing, I can't even speak anymore. When I did the thing where I took this and put it to the side, I did it thinking that the resin was going to go all the way to the top. I'm looking at it now, and I've noticed that it goes halfway through. So this potion bottle is going to be another mess. But let's put the UV light, and let's just finish this thing, because we need to finish it. I wonder how, if I tilt it a little bit, maybe if I put it under a little bit of light, so it hardens a little bit, and flip it over. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see if it works. Okay, so I left it on for a little bit. This is how it looks. Like I said, something that I learned from this one, I'm over here, I'm supposed to be over here. Something that I learned is that it doesn't go all the way to the top. It goes maybe like right here. So when I tilt it, it has to be at a little bit of an angle so it goes to there. Otherwise, there's this middle space that stays empty. That's what happened with this one, but you can't really tell because, or maybe you can tell because I have really bad lighting in my room. But see, you can see it right there, the empty space. But on this space, this is what the effect I wanted. Wait, where is it? Right there. You can see the stones in the front. That's what I wanted. I didn't want them to fall to the bottom. And this side, there was only 3, 1, 2, and the third one is somewhere down there. But it's also in the front. That's what I wanted. There's also a big gap in the middle, but I guess that's how it works. And because I kept going like this, back and forth, I'm sure this is not going to fit. Nope, it's not going to fit because the resin got to the little entryway of this. So this potion is going to... Okay, so I I am back after issues, after technical difficulties. I finished the first 2 projects, and like I said, I'm going to do 3 at the same time to get it over with. Let me just show you how the other bottle came out. As you can see, and you can actually see the little rocks in the front. That's what I wanted. I put the key right there. I ended up using some of the resin from the little cauldron to glue this because it couldn't go inside, and some resin to seal the rope thing around it too. And then the sticker that goes here, I was trying to take it off and it kept ripping. So I don't know, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave it like that. And let me show you the little cauldron. The cauldron, some of the resin, where are you? Right there. Some of the resin fell down. So I put it so that it looks like it's purposely falling down, like the potion fell all over the cauldron. I think it looks really nice. And as you can see, I'm wearing gloves. I was tired of the stickiness. I have the protection thing on my table. I have my lamp right here. I have the potions. I have all the instruments I need right here. Now I just have to hope that everything goes as planned. I'm gonna do the 3 projects at the same time. I have the little booklets ready, and then I'm gonna put them all under the resin light at the same time too, so that I don't do one by one. And some of them I'm noticing take longer than others. The cupcakes and the potion actually needed a little bit more. So let's see. It says about 5 minutes in all of them. Well, actually, oh, it says 5 to 10 minutes. So maybe I'm gonna have to do 10 minutes on them. But let's get started. And remember how I said I like the idea of putting the potion like a little bit at an angle, but in the other one it gave me problems because it doesn't go all the way to the top, it goes halfway. I need something to put this on a level. Oh, see, something like this. This one might work because it's bigger. The other one I put like this, exactly like this. The resin went up to the top, and then when I filled it up, it didn't fill the whole thing, and it made a mess because then when I filled the other half and then the center and then the middle part was empty because the resin only made it like not even halfway but a little bit below, and there was a huge gap. You can't really tell because I kept flipping it over so that the resin would stick to the inside. But with this one I'm gonna be more careful, and this one actually makes like it's better. So we'll see what happens in this one. And I'm doing 3. That means that if I mess up, I'm gonna mess up 3. But what I was gonna tell you is, look what I have here. This is actually that what's it called? It's not kinetic sand, is it? It's that sand that you see everywhere. I was thinking that if I shape it, I can actually put the potions like in the way that I want them to stay. See, like this. And because this holds it while the resin is there. Actually, I think I'm going to do that instead of the other thing. But we'll see. See, because I can put them at whatever angle I want, and the sand is going to hold them in place so that it gets hard. And then I can flip it and do the other one. But we'll see. I have this in case the other stuff doesn't work. In case the method I used in the other one didn't work. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Uh, so I'm still at it. And I need help. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. And I need to finish 4 more. I'm using the little UV light to set the resin. It is working, but it's working at a very slow pace. And the UV light is actually, I think, running out of battery. So I decided to put them in the windowsill and see what happens. The little funnel thing, let me show you one. This one. These things that come with it. You're supposed to put them in this. Where's the one for? Oh, here it is. So when you use this, you put this here so that the resin goes in here. Something that happened in the last bottle is that no air is coming in. So the resin stays here on top. And then when I try to lift it so some air can go in so it can go down, it actually starts spilling all over the bottle. It made a mess, as you can see. There's a mess everywhere. There's glitter everywhere. There's stuff all over the place. I ended up putting the bottles on my windowsill so the sun can heat them up. The problem is that I'm doing this project at night, so let's see what happens. I did put the light on them a little bit, so they are somewhat a little bit hardened, but not too much. Like they're still a little sticky, so I'm putting them in the windowsill. I'm gonna do this one now. Let's see what happens. Like I said, whenever I put the resin in, it doesn't really do such a good job. And then the other stuff, another complaint from Mini Potions. The stuff you put in, like these stuff you put in, the resin, as you can see, is such a bright color. You put all the decoration inside and it disappears. All you see is the color. This one is a pink. And you know, in the instructions, it says the more of this you add, the better the color, and it's true. But you can see the stuff inside it, so what's the point? So I'm thinking that for this one, I'm going to put only a little bit of the color and not the, and I was looking at this, remember when I opened it in part 1 video, and I said these look like little skulls, and I think they are little skulls. You can't really see them too well, but let me see if I can show you. Oops, where's the light? There. I think they are little tiny skulls. Some of them seem to be stuck to each other, some of them aren't. And this one, I would like them to be like, I wish you could see them. So what I'm going to do for this one is not put too much of the glitter, maybe just a little bit to add color, but leave it more clear, and let's see what happens. And I'm not recording the movement and everything because it's gonna be too much of me just going like this, and then cursing and screaming and throwing so I'm gonna show you once I finish it. It's pretty much all the same. You're mixing oh, another complaint. This is like the 5th, 10, I don't know how many complaints. This thing, first, there's some of these that open real quick. I was gonna say like this one opens quick. This one does not open quick. What ended up happening is that I have this little tool. It's like a metallic tool, and I have to stick it in here and pop it. And even with that, see there, it came off. I was gonna say even with that it gets stuck, but this time it didn't. But then there's the other stuff. All of the ones that I've opened, when I open them, the top part peels off, but it still has something covering it, and it's so hard to take it off. All of them I've had trouble. Like, I can show you. See this one, this is how the first part came out, second part, and some of them just come off like this, and then this stays under it, and then I have to use my other thing. Let me show you the little to actually cut around it and take that other plastic off. So I don't know why everything's so hard. I'm starting to think that for sure these are definitely for adults and not for kids. And second, these are probably $5 because you buy one and then you're like, I'm not going to buy another one. I'm the only dumb one that bought a whole bunch of them. So like I said, I'm going to start the project and then show you the end, and then look at the mess right now. After this project, there's going to be pink mess all over the place. Ooh, so it's been a couple hours of me doing these projects. I still need a couple more. I will say that now that I can see the finish line, I've done some cool stuff. Like for instance, this little bottle that I told you I like that they would have given us resin to put in it. I've been putting some of the leftover resin into it. Now it has purple and blue. And maybe if I keep it to the side, I'll keep filling it up. But again, they could have given us a little bit more. If I would have known the cupcake one is the one that I can probably use to fill those bottles, because this one is enough to do all the cupcakes without having to use the other one. So maybe that's what I'll do. You see, I have these bottles that are empty. This one came with the cupcakes with the chocolate. I can probably stick some of the resin from the other cupcakes into this and do something with it. And then what else? So there's bottles that are empty. Again, I didn't use all the glitter for this project, so there's still a whole bunch left. And it was actually a good idea not to use all of it, because then you can see the actual product. And I actually put the skulls connected to this. I did it by putting a little resin with only 2 or 3, no more than that, and then hardening it, and then flipping it and doing that, and flipping and doing that until it all got stuck to the sides. And then I put the rest of the resin, and it came out. This one out of all of them came out really nice. And I think the issue is you're not supposed to put too much glitter, because the glitter covers the whole work that you're doing of trying to show something cool. But like I said, I'm stopping now, and I'm gonna have to continue another day. But the video's gonna stay, and I'm gonna finish it in this video. I'm not gonna do a part 3, because this is crazy. So I'm done for tonight. I'm tired, and then I'm gonna continue tomorrow and finish up with the rest of the projects. And like I said, maybe my little resin lamp isn't really working too well, because it's not hardening the resin fast enough. So I've been putting them on my windowsill so they can get some real sun. I'm gonna leave them there like as long as I can. So I left them there now, and I'm gonna leave them there until tomorrow, and then touch them to see how they're doing. I also put the cupcakes under resin, and I put a little bit underneath so that they stay on the plate, and I think they look pretty cool. Even though I'm still upset that the resin kind of has like a grayish color instead of a brownish color. And the little tiny pieces, I think when you put the resin, you have to push them in, because they keep coming off. They keep falling. But it's finished for now. Maybe I put this in the window too. It might need more sun. But for now, I'm finished, and I'm going to continue tomorrow, because I am tired. I don't even know how long I've been doing this for. But I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done for today. I'll continue tomorrow. So I'm still at this project. The instructions for this one, which is this bottle, I don't know where it is. I had them all here, and apparently I lost it. But this one is different, because this one has hair inside. Is that even right? It has hair inside the bottle. So this is what I'm mixing in with this. I don't know. Why does it have hair? I don't know. So let's see what happens, because this one's apparently different. This one has hair, so you can put in the resin. And then you put in this bottle, and then you put the little decorations. So let's get hairy. Let's see what happens. Okay, so a lot happened. First of all, there were the technical difficulties, meaning that this project was taking so long, my phone couldn't record everything, so I should stop recording stuff. And second, you know how I was bragging about how Phoenix has a lot of sun? It turns out that we had a couple days where it was cloudy, and there was even rain. So putting all the potions in the windowsill did nothing. They still stay the same. And then even when they did get sun, they were still sticky. So what did I have to do? I went to Amazon, and I had to buy like a resin set with the UV light and everything. This is the one I bought. It was the cheapest one, but it had the more stuff. So it has that placemat at the bottom, so you can put the resin stuff there. It came with the little glitter. It came with the light. It came with gloves. It came with 2 extra resin bottles, and it also came with a little like cup to mix things and a little plastic spoon that's all made out of silicone, I believe. So it's easy to mix it without having any of it stick to it. And I would say it was really, really great. I'm really glad I bought it. And something else that I noticed was that when I used this resin, putting it in that little light they gave you, it hardened right away. Compare that to the resin you get in the potions. In the one in the potions, I put it under my blue light, and I thought maybe the blue light isn't working. Maybe it's not for this. That's why it's still sticky. And then I put this light on it, and it was still sticky. So I don't know what was going on. I kept thinking I just bought all of this, and it's not working. What's going on? And then what I ended up doing was using the resin that they gave me and with this little thing that I bought instead of using the one for the mini potions, and it hardened right away. So I came to the conclusion that the resin that doesn't work is the one that comes with the potions. Because the one that comes with the potions, I've had it in the sun. I use the UV light. I use this one, and it's still sticky even now. The second I mixed it in with this one, it got better. So if anybody does these mini projects, or if I do it again, I'm definitely gonna use the resin that comes with this package than the one that comes with the mini potions, because it gave me so much trouble. I don't know if it's it could be maybe that particular one was bad. Maybe the next one will be good, but next time I do this project, I'm definitely going to use the resin that I just bought, which is this one, instead of using the one they gave us. Because it went so much faster once I used this one. They're hardened really quickly. I did the project a lot quicker, and everything came out exactly how I wanted, and I was really happy with the results. So here is the glamour shot. I set up some of the books. I put a nice tablecloth that looks kind of like Harry Potter vibes. And here are all the potions. I set them all up. With some of them, I'm happy. With some of them, not so much. The snake one, which is my favorite, I wish it would have been green instead of yellow. But it did come out great because I did it towards the end. The one with the little balls inside, that one came out great too because I was able to set it up so you can actually see them. And the purple one, I set that one up with light glitter, not too much glitter, so everything looks visible. And then here are the 3 different cupcakes. The chocolate ones, which I'm not too happy. Then I put glitter with a little spot of chocolate on top. And then the ones in the back, I call them the gender reveal cupcakes because they're blue with pink. And at the end, I think they look great when you see them all together. So I'm happy with it, even though I struggled so much. Once I got the good resin, though, everything went faster. And I'm happy how they look right here. This is the other potion that gave me trouble. This one's the one with the rocks inside. And at the end, you can actually see them when you look up close. I was happy with that. And then I really like how I did the cauldrons with the potion like leaking out. I was able to harden it so it stays like that. And then this one is the other snake potion. I put some of the gold glitter that comes with it on the potion cauldron too, so it looks like it's all leaking out. And this one is purple instead of like the red one, the way it's supposed to look. Well, it's almost like an orange color. But I wanted it to be a different color, so I mixed in a little bit of the glitter from another potion to get that purple color to it. And I think it looks more venomous than the other one. And then here are the other potions. The purple one is the one that actually got ruined. You can't see the things inside it because it was too dark. But the one in front came out great. And then the little one I did with the other resin that I bought, and that one also came out great. You can actually see the decorations. The pink one is another one that ended up being my favorites. You can see the little hearts all over it. And I also put hearts on the cauldron, so they're like leaking out. And again, that one also came out great. I was happy with the results. It could have been lighter, but the resin for that one was pink, so that's how it stayed. And those such as like the bottles where you keep the potions, I also like how they look, so I put one there. And this is the skeleton one, which was my favorite. I put some of the green balls that came with it all over the cauldron, so it looks like it's leaking out. And then the skeleton, you can't see the potion, but I love the little bottle with the skeleton, so I'm really happy with everything. It took me a long time, but I'm happy with the results. I definitely will do it again, but not anytime soon. Here's the final results, and I am done with this project. And I think because I've never used resin before, I was having a lot of trouble with it because I couldn't figure it out. And then add on top that this project doesn't really give you everything you need. That's why I also had some problems with it. But in the end, I love how everything looks. I'm happy with how it came out. It took me, I think, 2 weeks of trying to figure it out, getting the stuff I need, making sure a lot of like trial and error of making mistakes so that when you go further, you get it right. And now I think that I feel like I'm a little bit more of an expert. If I ever do this project again, I think I'll be more ready, so maybe I'll enjoy it more instead of freaking out because everything was going wrong. And like I said, the resin from the project wasn't as good, so I had trouble with that. But like I said, it was just supposed to be for fun to try out resin. I really liked it. I ended up buying more, and I actually bought another resin project that I'll probably do sometime in the future. Not anytime soon, sometime in the future. But for now, I'm happy with this project, with these results, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what else I can do now that I have all the right things that I need to do this project. So this project is finished. I'm done. Thank you so much for anybody that watched. Make sure to like, subscribe, and bye bye. See you next time.